Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this amazing squad builder with me, your boy FIFA 1 HD, where we will be building a team all around the 87 rated man of the match Marlos card. Now, as many of you may well know, this player is incredibly good with some incredible stats. However, his league, his nation make it really tricky to get him into a good team, and unless you just want to use him off the bench, you'll be pretty stuck. However, I've spent a bit of time, I've played with some good players, tried a few different formations and players around him, and I have come up with this incredible team to get him in your starting 11 so that he can do his thing, which he does supremely well. Now, if you do enjoy this squad builder, guys, remember, hit that like button, hit the subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and if you have any questions about the team, any of the players that I've used, maybe you even have some improvements, leave all of that in the comments below, as I love reading what you guys have to say, and I will happily answer any questions you may have. So, in goal, we're going to kick off with the Inform 83 rated Neto card. Really strong Liga nation, tons of options you can use this guy in, and I have been using him for a while and I've been really impressed with him. He's got good diving, his reflexes and handling are very nice indeed. He makes tons of good saves, his distribution is pretty good, good speed, always in good areas for positioning, keeps you in games, really solid goalkeeper, very cheap as well, which is always good, and one that you can use with a lot of squads because of that Liga nation, which I love. At right back, we're going to go ahead and put in the 84 rated Dani Alves. Now, he was obviously one of the must-have right backs in the game over the course of a few FIFAs. Not so much anymore, although he still is really, really good, even though he isn't as quick and he has lost some certain stats that he once had. But 82 pace is decent. He does feel a bit faster in game, if I'm being honest. He's got good shooting, his attacking skills are very good with his passing, 81, 84 on the dribbling. He can definitely move the ball well, but he's also really good in defence, even though his stats don't look incredible at 77 for defending and 66 for his physicality. I find him quite robust. I find him always making good tackles, and he's pretty good at keeping up with even the quickest of wingers, so I really liked him and would highly advise him. At centre back, we have a partnership of Inform Marcelo, and then we're going to go ahead and put in David Luiz. But we'll start off by talking about the 83 rated Inform Marcelo. This card, I think, is really, really underused and underrated. 70 pace is really good. That's neat and tidy. It's enough for a centre back. Yes, it could be a little bit more, but I find him pretty quick. He's able to keep up with players. He's got good passing, good dribbling for a defender. It's not too shabby. He can definitely play the ball out once he wins it back, and that is definitely where he really excels. 84 on his defence, 87 on his physicality. He's a man mountain. He wins everything in the air. He's super strong, and he's got really good timing with his tackles, so he will win an awful lot of last-ditch tackles that get you the ball back, save a goal, but also get you on the attack to then scoring one. David Luiz, similar pace there at 70, you know, exactly the same pace overall on the base card stats, but he feels a lot quicker, I must admit. He really does feel a lot faster in game. But what I love about him is the fact that he's always on the front foot defending, makes tons of great interceptions, always nipping in, not giving the attackers any time on the ball at all. He is a top defender to be using. Very good once he wins it, good range of passing, decent dribbling, so he can definitely bring it out of defence very easy and get the team moving, which I absolutely love. So David Luiz, if you haven't used him already, and I'm sure most of you have, is one I would highly recommend for any team, whether it's Prem, Brazil, a hybrid, it doesn't matter. If you can get him in there, he is worth it. At left back, we complete the defence with Inform Teles. Now, it's his first Inform here. He does have a much higher rated one, which is obviously better. However, I think that's a little bit much to be paying for a left back, especially when this card is so cheap and so good. He's got 86 pace, so he can fly up and down the wing. He's got really good passing there at 83 and dribbling at 81. Really good attacking player, this guy. Can link up with those attacking players really, really well and get the team moving. But he's also got 81 defence and 78 physicality, so he can do his fair share of the defensive work too, which I absolutely love about Teles, and I found him to be a really solid player. At central midfield, we'll go ahead and put in Fred with his E-Man of the Match card, and the next two I have got them still at cam, just because I use them in a couple of other squads mainly, and that is Felipe Anderson, and then we'll go ahead and put in Bernard. Now, we're going to start off by talking about Felipe Anderson. This card, his FUT birthday card, is absolutely exceptional. Even though it's only 83 rated, it plays like an 85, 86 rated card easily. He is so good at getting involved in that attacking action. He's got pace to burn there at 93. Ridiculously how fast this guy is. Also really solid shooting, 81 overall. He makes tons of great runs, always in good areas, and then his finishing is very, very clinical. Good passing, really nice dribbling at 87 overall. He won't do much defensively, but he can definitely put pressure on early, higher up the pitch. But where he really excels is definitely with the ball. He is one of the best players in this team at carrying the ball. He's got great pace, he can get involved, makes tons of good runs, lovely give and goes. I really do love this card. Fred is an interesting pick. Obviously there's chemistry reasons involved with why I've picked him, but actually he is a pretty decent card. He is ridiculously cheap because of that nation. People will use him a little bit, but the league does make him suffer, and maybe the fact that he doesn't quite excel in any area means that people have overlooked him. However, 85 pace is really nice on a midfielder. 85 dribbling is also spectacular, so he can move the ball well at pace. He's got 77 shooting, so he can definitely chip in with goals. But what I love about him is that he's got that pace and he's got decent defending. 79 defense overall is pretty good, and I found him to be making tons of good tackles, always nipping in, just frustrating the opponents like a little terrier. Just buzzing around the edge of the area, just nipping in, making interceptions, good tackles, and just keeping that back four safe. So Fred, for me, did a really good job, and I was really impressed with him. Bernard, again, similarly to Fred, is in there for chemistry reasons, I'm not going to lie. However, he's actually a decent card. Not many people will use this guy. He's ridiculously cheap again, only cost about 650 coins, which is virtually nothing. But 88 pace, really good, great for counter-attacking, as is the case with Fred and Felipe Anderson. His shooting is okay. I had a few chances with him and he did alright. You know, he hit the bar, made a few good saves, but realistically, he's in there for chemistry reasons and he's in there just to move the ball. He's got really decent passing at 75. He's got very nice dribbling at 83. So he can do a bit of everything. He's not really going to make too many tackles, but he has it in his locker to definitely win the ball back on the occasion. But he is that guy who's going to get that ball off the defence. He's going to use it with good dribbling, good pace and good passing and get it into the players who can really affect the match. And that is what Bernard does very, very well. Now where it really gets interesting is in this front three. Now obviously we are going to go ahead and put in Marlos now. I just finish off typing his name in, there we go. Marlos is an exceptional player, really, really good in this game, as you can see by his stats. 88 pace, 86 shooting, 90 on the passing, and 91 on the dribbling. Then throw in 73 physicality. This card is exceptional, and this is why I had to build a team around him, because this guy in front of goal is absolutely insane. He can score some absolute worldies. He's got tons and tons of pace, loves getting in behind, loves creating chances for others with that high passing as well, and his dribbling is also absolutely spectacular. And that is a definite theme that runs throughout, from the fullbacks to the midfielders and to that front three. All of them have got good pace and they've got really high dribbling, and it's a great team if you love dribbling with players like this. This team will really appeal to you, and Marlos is exceptional at it. He will score you tons of goals and he will get in good areas to play in others too, which I absolutely love about him. So now we're going to go ahead and put in our next player, which is the 92 rated gold Suarez card. This guy is absolutely exceptional. I had my reservations about spending so much money on just a regular gold card at this stage of FIFA, but there's a reason why he's so expensive, and that is because he's absolutely insane. This guy can score goals whereby others just would never get the opportunity to even shoot. He is always in good areas, he makes brilliant, brilliant runs, always finds space. Even when there's no space available, he still finds enough space to get that shot away, and his shooting is so lethal and so highly accurate that he will blast it past even the best goalkeepers in the game, and they won't stand a chance, because this guy in the box is incredible. Even from outside the box he can score a great range of goals too, but definitely in the box is where he really excels. His pace at 82 feels way better. Obviously I have got the Hunter card on him, but he felt really, really quick and I had no issues with his pace. I love the fact that he's got such high dribbling, and he actually actually feels really strong. He's got great strength to his game. He can play the hold up sort of play, so when the ball comes into him, then he can hold it up and give it into Marlos and the other players in this team and get the team moving and get them into attacking areas, which is absolutely incredible. Overall, he is just insane and a really good player to use, one that I would highly recommend. Okay guys, so now we're going to go ahead and put in our final player in this team, which is the one to watch Coutinho card. As you can see, 88 rated and with some exceptional stats. 84 on the pace, 91 on the dribbling, 89 on the passing. This guy is so good with the ball at his feet. He can also score a great range of goals. He's got fantastic accuracy with his shooting and great curve, so he really can curl some absolute pinpoint accurate shots in. But what I love about him is that even though he's not the quickest, what makes up for that is the fact that he plays the game at his own pace with incredible dribbling. He is able to use the ball so well, just making him fundamentally an absolutely incredible player in this team. One that is very fun to use, can play in the other two, especially Suarez. The link up play between the two of them is absolutely incredible. Overall, Coutinho is a very solid player to use, even though he's not the quickest. Like I said, the fact that he has that dribbling, he's got the shooting to his game as well, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, really solid player and one that I would highly recommend. Okay guys, so now we're going to have a look at the player instructions on these guys, and as you can see, we've got nothing on Coutinho. I like him to play a very free game. On Suarez we have stay central but nothing else, as I do quite like him coming deeper on occasion so he can do that hold up play and play in the others. Marlos we have stay central and get in behind. Nothing on Bernard. Fred, as he is the more defensive of the three midfielders, we have stay back while attacking and aggressive interceptions. And on Felipe Anderson we have get forward. On the fullbacks we have stay back while attacking, just so we can help out the centre backs, as the midfield isn't the most defensive in the world. Now we have a look quickly at the custom tactics, and as you can see, the build-up play we have 75 on the speed, 50 on the passing and positioning organised. Chance creation we have passing at 80, crossing at 50, shooting at 50 as well, and positioning again at organised. Defensively we have pressure at 40, aggression at 70, team width at 50 and defensive line of cover. So that was the team guys. I think it's a very interesting team. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you do have the 87 rated Marlos, I've hoped that this will help you get him into a really good team that you can use. Any questions at all, ask away in the comments below, and peace.